Hello, welcome students. Welcome to Module 4, Triple E Framework and the ISTE Standards. The topics for this week are the framework and the standards for teachers and students. In Google Docs, this week you're going to do is your reading reflection on Chapter 3 and the ISTE collaboration doc. We will be talking about a community service project in subsequent modules. You're going to watch this video, Teaching with the ISTE Standards, and be thinking about, are the ideas shared in this video doable in your classroom? Why or why not? So often we see resources as teachers and wonder about if they can happen in your classroom. Sometimes you see something, you're like, yes, you know right away that it can, and sometimes other things take a little bit more nuancing to apply them to your students and to your setting. Then you're going to watch another video about the Triple E framework in general. It's kind of an overview introduction. There are 3 aspects of it. And so this video will kind of be going over those ones in a high level place as well. What does this framework have to do with shifting the teaching about tech in classrooms? Some of you have alluded to this in your reflections, that you appreciate that it's teaching first, technology second. So often been inundated with technology and it's not been useful in many cases. I think some of you have mentioned in your reflection that you've been in a situation where you've had a one-on-one experience in your own high school or a K-12 experience, or you have seen it happen and it hasn't really been very beneficial. And largely that was because previously the thought was just having the tool there was all you needed. And so now the research is showing that it really does require a level of expertise and skill about the tech and about what it can do to make it useful to classroom, to impact learning. So you guys are kind of already there. So again, the reading is just reading about the framework in relation to the ISTE standards. The ISTE standards are very popular and are really becoming taking center stage as kind of the standards to measure yourself against when dealing with educational technology. And then the question to think about is, how do you ensure mastery of the ISTE standards in your classroom? Next. Reflection. Again, some of you have indicated that, this seems like it's the same assignment. It is the same prompt because you kind of go on with the same treatment of the readings. It's the content that switches. So this week, you're going to be reflecting about chapter 3. Just keeping in mind, you can turn in your reflection in almost any way that you can, but your analysis in any way that you want, but your analysis needs to be comprehensive. So you can do, and I want to encourage you in the future to maybe do a screencast once you learn how to do those, or doing any sort of visual that you want, infographic or audio recording or video recording, whatever you would like to do. The tools, you don't have to do the standard, text submission. I want to definitely encourage you to branch out and do other things, but it does need to be a comprehensive analysis. So not just, a couple of words, but unless there's a really dynamic visual to go along with it. So I just wanted you to be thinking about that. It is really wanting you to just take your time and understand and go through the materials. The assignment is that you will be looking at the standards and collaborating with a partner to address how these standards can happen, can be manifest in your own classroom and in your professional take on things. So provide an opportunity to get ideas on how to get ideas regarding ISTE standards for the final portfolio as well. So one of the things you can do is just going to open up this video kind of gives you some ideas about how to do that. And just briefly, you go to the Google Docs, you can title your document. And the key thing is how people often, we'll make that a little bigger. Let's go there. Let's go to heading maybe. Make that bold. One of the things that I would definitely maybe use is you can insert a table for, the number, the standards, and then maybe one person's comments, the next person's comments. Go down, and then you have your table. It can be adjusted like so. One of the things you can do with a table, for instance, if you decide you just want to have one column for everybody's comments, you can go to, where is it? Format, Tools, this merge. If I do right click, yeah, merge cells. So if you all know how to, many of you probably know how to use Google Doc. So that's I would encourage you to make a table. And then maybe to help with visual aspect, I like to often go up and make the background color a little bit different to help just with visual aesthetics sometimes to be able to see things a little bit better. Those things are helpful. And the key part is to share it. Oftentimes people would, you put in a name of someone. Yeah, I think I can put in and then you put it, you add a note, and then you can click on what the person can do. So you go to advanced, and so the person, you can do private only access by the person, or I would just encourage you all to do anyone with the link can edit. Okay, and then you save it, and then you come up here, and this would be the link that everybody would use, copy, and this would then be the link that you would submit. I don't have a submission button on mine, that you could be able to submit to turn your assignment in. So that's how the Google Docs works. This is very simple. Again, the beauty of it is that you can have several people working on the document at one time. So I'm done. So that's kind of the beauty of it. And then the criteria is that all standards are addressed, the ideas are insightful and innovative, the collaboration is clear, and the link is working. I just did a class this summer, and that was kind of one of the challenging parts, was to make sure that the students had the link. And so again, the share feature is the most important part. You can make sure that anyone with the link can edit. And if you're doing things with students in the class, you can do all kinds of, not really all kinds, but there's different categories. People can edit, comment, or just simply view it. So that's something to making sure that you have your working link and you are able to post your assignment. If you do not have a partner, if you know someone in the class and you want to kind of work with them, that's fine. If you don't have a partner, by probably Thursday, let me know, and I can make some collaboration between the people who are not partnered up. But I would encourage you all to kind of reach out to each other. You've kind of done some things on Flipgrid and kind of know who each other are, and maybe some interests. And I would encourage you to take that as an opportunity to kind of see who would like to partner with you. It might be nice to have people who are similar in social studies background, for instance, like content-based, but maybe not. Oftentimes, it might be a nice idea if you are a ELA teacher, to partner with somebody who is a science teacher. Sometimes you get some really cool collabs happening that way. So, as always, you can feel free to contact me if you have any questions about what it is you're supposed to do, and you want to talk more about assignments, or there's something more you need. Other than that, have a great week. Thank you.